I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. So, home stretch, not our favorite video, but second to last favorite video because it's Sunday morning. Start of the last day of the convention and film festival. We still
always
have a nice.
sad.
We do this every time, every convention. We've got a full day in front of us, of course. So there's still lots to do and lots to see. We're excited about that. Lots of people to talk to and interview filmmakers, sponsors, etc. You name it. So excited for all that. But there's that happy sad moment. So I don't even know what we got on deck. I know there's a line waiting to come speak with us and going to be popping in and out of here and maybe try to do a few other things. So anything you got going on today, or we're just going to
Oh yeah, so today, with it being Sunday, we do have the award ceremony. So we have that to look forward to. It's definitely exciting.
We will check back in throughout the day with artists, creators, and me, and maybe her without me. That would probably be what you folks want.
So let's get into it.
Everybody, Scott with Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire 2024 Film Festival going strong. Sad day, Sunday, still a full day ahead of us. And as important as the filmmakers are that are here, sponsors are important to help make this possible. This is Kimberly.
Yes.
And she started a Facebook group called the Horror Jetsetter Society.
Correct.
And at that point, I know I'm in uncharted territory with my brain. So welcome. Thanks for being a sponsor.
Thank
Tell
you.
us about your group.
Sure. Thank you for having me. So I founded a free Facebook group called Horror Jetsetter Society, which is a space specifically just for us women who love all things horror genre, where we talk about horror movies and horror books all day, all night. It's a space for us, it's a safe space for us, where we really delve into why we're passionate about the horror genre, and also while we're talking about horror books and horror movies, also I weave into an element of women empowerment, because I always say, as I say here, strong women love to watch horror, and in the movies, we're not always depicted as well as we would like to be, and it's been improving with the times. But there's some really key final girl women who are really showing you the epitome of what women empowerment and strength and perseverance and resilience is all about. So we really talk about how horror and how our passion for horror fuels. We use fear as a catalyst to really be empowered in our life to make positive change. But all in all, it's just a really fun group for women who are really passionate about horror books and horror movies, for us to come together and sort of do like a virtual book club and film club. We talk about horror all the way from the classics, from The Exorcist, all the way up to the current day, like Smile Part 2. So we really would love to have, grow this community into a global community of women who just are really passionate about the horror genre.
Very true. I'm a big Aliens fan, love and the Alien love. Ripley, the character is fantastic.
Yes.
And its time, it was back, because I saw it in '86 in the theater at the age of 13.
Yes.
And that was way outside the box, and she always great, and thank God they cast her in the '79, and then Cameron was smart enough to pair enough. But and there's definitely there's a Smile too. See, I'm so far out of the loop.
Yeah, it came out about a month ago, a little under a month ago, and it's really good.
Is there a trailer where? It's like, is there in one of the trailers? Is there a kid with a rock star in the
yes. Oh,
I
pop star.
Oh my gosh!
Yep.
The smiles are geeky, just crazy.
Yes, and that's what we talk about in the Facebook group. Movies are doing different things, bringing something fresh and new to the horror genre, which we love as true horror aficionados. We love the traditional, possession movie, creature feature, predator, alien, but we're always looking to find something, a hidden gem of something that's new and fresh to the horror world. And Smile definitely was that. Smile Part 1 and Part 2.
It was great, and then Us.
Us, yes.
Completely caught me off guard.
Yes, Jordan Peele.
It was
all
just,
his things are very new and
is
innovative.
Fantastic.
Yes,
Every time I hear he's coming out with something, I have to see it, because it's a fresh spin on stuff.
It is.
And,
he's good like that.
We're
overdue a Jordan Peele movie, actually.
I'm gonna say we are, because he did some comedy and then went completely 180, which I'm sure he was a fan his whole life. And I'm like, man, this guy is killing it. Anyway.
Get Out was everything. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that was because that was the first one. Was that his first one?
That was his first. Yes,
and that was terrifying.
Movie. Yeah.
It simply was, and then he just kind of set the platform from there. I love how some directors use a lot of the same actors and actresses, because when they're great. Because my daughter and I just watched Quiet Place.
Yes, that's new and innovative. Yes, Day One. Yes.
I'm not going to spoil it. We watched it 2 days before we came up here. Great, fantastic film.
Yes, it is.
The lead actress.
Lupita. Yep. Lupita Nyong'o.
Amazing. And I'm like, Us? And she goes,
Yep.
And you must see it. If you haven't
Yes.
seen us, watch us. Watch this.
Yes, you have to watch Quiet
She's
Place
great,
if you haven't seen it.
and
Yeah.
it was. Not going to say anything. I want to ruin it because was I crying at the end of the movie or cheering for somebody
Yeah.
or both? I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving.
Yes.
This
it
is
was.
where my daughter would say my word limiter's up. I'll keep her here all day talking about The Exorcist Part 3.
I could talk horror movies and horror books all day. All day.
I'm sorry, last thing. Exorcist 3, that's just the first one. The only
Yes.
thing that stands out in my mind is that scene where it's the hallway, from down the hallway,
Yeah.
and the nurse walks across.
That's part 3. Mhm.
Yes, in 3.
Yep.
And right behind her, the shears. Goosey's right now because
People say that is the most horrifying jump scare in all of horror cinema. I beg to differ. There's a couple others that I like more than that one, but that
Yes.
one is definitely
Good.
a
Not the
contender.
It was
for
the best
sure.
thing,
Top
the best scene of
top
the whole
5
movie.
for sure. Top 5 for
It
sure.
was going
Yeah.
against the original.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
I had to watch the entire movie for that, but that still sticks with me. I can't tell you anything else except
Iconic movie moment in the
Crazy.
world of horror. Yes.
So it's my shock collar should be going out. My daughter saying, "Shut up, Dad." So, but thank you again for
Yes.
being a sponsor and
Yes.
helping promote the creative people like
Yes.
yourself. Folks, please understand the criteria, but
Yes.
absolutely think it's fantastic.
Yes.
Or Jetsetter
Yes.
Society,
Free Facebook group.
absolutely. And thanks for tolerating me this
Thank
long.
you.
So we
Thank you.
appreciate it. Take
Thank
care.
you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Everybody, I'm Scott with Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. I'm not going to keep mentioning it Sunday. It's a sad day because it's the end of the convention, but we still have a full day in front of us. And, we always say that we support all artists, all creative people. It's not just about film, because a lot of films are, in fact, inspired by written word, obviously, beyond just a screenplay. They're by a book. And a gentleman walked by earlier today. We're chit-chatting for a minute, and I just noticed, I love his Blockbuster badge. Like, saw it right before we started filming. I actually worked for Blockbuster way back in the day. We won't go there, but I'm like, oh my gosh, that's great.
Yeah, and that's legit. That was really part of my actual Blockbuster uniform that I held on to.
I wish I had held on to my. That's fantastic. But I'm not here to ramble about my past work history. So it's Josh Ginsberg.
That's correct.
I got it right. Wow, Kendra's not here to keep me guided, and he's a newer author. Has several pieces out, but is starting to venture into horror or fiction. And you've got the Haunted Orlando. If I got that right so far,
Yep,
I'm going to
you're
shut up
spot
because
on.
I'm going to keep Wervin and Smeevin is much better. So tell us about your latest piece of work, your latest book. And about yourself.
Yeah, well, my first work came out about 5 years ago, and I started off doing, kind of weird, curious, offbeat travel, Atlas Obscura sort of inspired stuff. And I've been getting progressively weirder, as my wife would certainly tell you. And my latest book is Haunted Orlando. And my intention with this one was to write kind of 2 different books in one. A book about the history with a lot of ghosts in it, and a book about ghosts with a lot of history in it. So if, like myself, you're somewhat skeptical, you can still enjoy the book, you can go see the places, and that sort of segues into some of my fiction that I've been writing. So I've been kind of getting back into horror and sci-fi and fantasy.
That's great.
Thank you.
And it definitely it takes a talent to speak properly, which I don't actually have a grasp on, let alone put written word, get it published, and actually go someplace. So congratulations on your success.
Well, thank you.
Do you have any social media or anything some folks can follow you and keep track of your work?
Yeah, absolutely. You can follow me on Facebook. It's secrettampabay.com. I've just launched a Patreon where I've got some exclusive content for folks, and that is patreon.com/author Joshua Ginsberg.
Fantastic, Josh. Appreciate you stopping by the booth today, and we thank you. And we'll definitely keep in touch with you and check on his socials to see the next great thing. Could be horror, could be weirder. He says it's getting weirder, and yeah, if you follow us,
time.
I'm weird. So thanks so much. Everybody, it's Scott with Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. I love every interview here. I hate it Sunday, but I don't care. We got a full day in front of us. And a couple of gentlemen I kind of saw off to the side there, and my peripheral sort of works. I thought I knew them, but I didn't. But I do know their film, and now we're getting to know them. So this is Nick and Mark, who made a short film that is in the film festival. I absolutely loved it. It's called Nice Axe. And when they mean axe, it's about a guitar. And as soon as they gave me that cue, I started remembering stuff. I'm not gonna. You have to watch it. That's just it. I don't get this excited about films too often. Congratulations!
Thank you
on,
so
on
much.
getting into the film festival.
Absolutely.
I loved your. Not gonna say anything.
Yeah.
Film. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut up and tell folks about your film, your career, whatever you want to do is there. Because I'm gonna shut up now.
No, absolutely. Thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it.
Yes,
well, Mark and I had worked on a few projects together in the past, and we knew that we wanted to collaborate again. So when he came to me with the script, I was immediately on board. It's a fantastic concept. And so got the team together and wanted to shoot as quick as possible. It was a pretty quick turnaround. I mean, like, we were in pre-production hell for a little bit, for sure. We had some delays, everything else like that. But about a year later, got it in the can, only about 4 or 5 months for post, and here we are. So it's been a fantastic process.
Yeah, absolutely. I had worked with Nick right before the pandemic,
Yep.
like in early March of 2020
Yep.
on his thesis film.
Yep.
We got halfway through it, and then COVID shut us all down.
Completely. Yep. One of 3 days.
Yes,
It's all right,
yes.
though.
But we formed a bond, a filmmaking bond.
Oh,
then
absolutely.
That was like
Yep.
when I started thinking of other projects to work on, and when he had some ideas for projects,
Yep.
we collaborated. And then I knew when I got this idea for The Haunted Guitar that I would want him to direct it. So, yeah.
And it's
pulled it
been
all
an honor.
together.
Thank you for having me.
Fantastic writing and directing. I
good.
did.
Thank you
I
so
had
much.
like it was like I was a kid at Christmas once I realized that I got the Millennium Falcon. I did back in 1980 something.
There we go.
You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
rare grab.
It was,
100%.
don't have it anymore. Thanks, Mom, for giving it away when I moved out of the house at 18 with all my Legos. Love you, Mom. But cussing with my daughter, and I can always just cut this out. With like the eye in there, and I was thinking there was something where I thought it was either an oversized prop,
Right? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
to get because
Sure.
I didn't look like it was like a video screen inside.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well,
Right.
that's got to be an oversized prop or this or that. And I'm just gonna. I mean, if you know what I'm talking about, which
No,
we do.
Yes.
no idea. We wrote
I-
it, directed it, and created
Yep.
it. Why would we know what you're talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. So we debated doing the whole big set piece, like to actually just shoot it practical, do it that way. We ended up building a huge green screen hole for the guitar itself and then shot them through there. And then we just had our team go in, roto it out, do everything, and then replace the faces in. At one point, actually, it looked like the strings were going behind them. So we had
Yeah.
to go in and fix that, do a little bit of reshooting, but worked out just fine. And I think it turned out pretty well.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems pretty
so.
believable.
It was great. It was convincing because I was trying to figure out if it was practical or not.
There we
And-
go.
And
That's-
so I'm like, I don't think it was, but it
Yep.
could be because you could have done this and
Right.
it looked great.
Hey,
So
that's an honor.
When you
Thank
have
you for
when you
that.
have great
Thank you.
people,
Yeah.
minds working like so. It's just
Extremely.
There's one shot
Yeah.
that ended up being practical.
Yes,
that we
that's
did
true.
a pickup on.
Towards the end with the kid, after he finds the guitar again, when he's kind of falling a little bit, that was practical. We shot that like just superimposed and everything like that. Just long hallway, Mark
Yeah,
behind the
yes.
guitar, and
Yeah,
then falling
yeah.
into the void and everything.
That was good.
that
that's
was
cool.
fantastic.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's cool. I'm just so passionate about creativity and film industry and filmmakers and storytelling.
Yeah.
And we're my daughter and I right now we are just we love to help promote, support.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
It's a great vibe here.
Well, yeah, the community
And especially
has been
at
amazing.
this festival. I guess the Orlando area, we're down at Cape Coral. This area is really great for filmmaking community.
Very
And
much
then,
so,
you
yeah,
know, this,
clearly.
I will be biased. I would have to say it's probably the best film festival convention, film festival.
Oh, listen,
It's been a
convention.
blast.
I would agree,
Yeah.
100%.
But that's, Alea and
Yeah.
Brendan and you films and the
Yeah.
team of people that they put together to help
Yeah.
really,
Oh,
We-
this is
we-
it.
we've
You can
been
feel
saying
it.
the same thing. Yeah, just I mean everything from even before we got here, their social media presence and
Oh,
how
yeah.
well they're taking
So
care of letting you
welcoming.
know
Yep.
everything about what this festival is all about. It's been great.
Yeah, they make you feel like a rock star. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
and that's
for,
it because they're
for
filmmakers and they've had submissions in festivals before,
Right.
And there's probably that constant thought process of, well, we would have loved this, or this was great and this
Yeah.
wasn't,
Of course.
or we expected at least some kind of representation, and
Right.
it was like, okay, you made it, and
No, listen, we felt the community as soon as we got here, and I agree completely. There's so many festivals nowadays where it's just, we want your money, you're a number,
Yeah,
come in.
yeah.
If, maybe if you have the screening, we'll have some printed out awards at the end, and that's it, we'll call it a day. And so to have this, I mean, so many people are so passionate about horror, passionate about filmmaking, seeing the vendors and everything like that. It's one of the most special, and I'd say you can feel the love at this festival.
Yeah.
It's unique for sure.
Totally.
and then of course the unforgettable interview, only because it wasn't fantastic. It was like, that guy would never Shut
Are
up.
you kidding?
No, I'm just.
This is one of the best I've ever been a part of. What are you talking about? Come
I was
on.
fishing for compliments.
Come on.
I'm pretty good at picking on myself because I know I talk too much.
Hey,
But
I'm the
gentlemen,
same way.
thank you, Nick
Thank
and
you.
Mark.
Of course. Thank you,
Which is a
sir.
fantastic film. Nice axe, which is about a guitar, not an axe, choppy Jason axe. But
Yes.
you have to see it. Congratulations again for being the film festival,
Thank you.
and
Thanks for having us
for
here. Yeah.
leaving such a fantastic impression on me when I saw your film.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations, and thanks for tolerating me this long. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you.
Social media.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. You can find us at Bay One Entertainment on Instagram, as well as www.bay1entertainment.com. You'll find all of our media work there, as well as links to our social media and stuff like that.
And you can follow the film itself at Nice X Movie
Yes.
on Instagram.
Exactly.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you
guys,
so
so
much.
much. Appreciate
Awesome.
it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, bud.
No, fantastic job. Scott with Bloodline Media Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire 2024 Film Festival going strong. Don't care what day it is, doesn't matter. Plenty of time, plenty of filmmakers. And I've got another talented artist that has a film that he submitted that made it into the festival. This is Jazz, and his film was House on Haunted Chill. I almost said jazz again. It's what happens when Kenner's not here to kick me up. House on Haunted Chill. So congratulations on being selected for the festival and being showcased here today. And thanks for stopping by. And tell everybody about your film and yourself.
My name's Jazz, and I was co-producer, co-writer, and co-star in House on Haunted Chill, a film about two stoner buddies who accidentally unleash a demon when smoking the last joint of Vincent Price.
I thought I remembered which one it was, and as soon as you gave me, yes, now I definitely do, because it was crazy. It was cool, crazy, horror, loved it. It was. I don't want to. Is there a place that they can? Because I don't want to say too much, and like I'm the guy who could sometimes give away the last page.
Yeah, no,
of
you
the
can
book first.
you can always go find it on Vimeo.com/Jaron Wallace, JaronWallace.
I love the genre that's come about. Perfectly campy is what we call it here, but where there's some comedic aspects to the horror. So there's still a lot of horrible things happening to people, hopefully to horrible people,
Yeah.
and done horribly well. But there's a lot of comedy to it. It kind of lightens the load of some of the more intense versions that you can find out there, which are just, wow, it made me just want to peel my skin off.
As a genre, right, there's a whole spectrum, and so we're happy to be on the kind of lighter, more comedic side.
It's
of the
funny. You
genre.
can share with friends, family, and be like, "Oh, this is great," and not have them go, "Did you have me watch that sadistic thing the other?" Yeah, this is a fantastic film.
Thanks.
First time being in a film festival, or have you been in the circuits all the time?
Not the first time in a film festival. First time here at Spooky Empire, which is a fantastic event.
Well, thank you. I have nothing to do with it. Obviously, they keep me far away from the roof. No, go ahead.
But so this film actually premiered in Jacksonville, Florida, which is where we're from, at the Laugh Out Loud Film Festival, the LOL Film Festival, and did well there. And but it had a definite horror Halloween theme, and so we decided to submit it to Spooky.
It's got a foot on both sides of the line firmly, and you can go either way. It was great. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
And so you've been enjoying yourself here today, or this weekend here, and everything.
Yep, been here all weekend. I've seen a ton of the films. Went and walked the floor, saw all the merch and the tattoo artists. So it's been great.
Any social media for the folks?
Best way is Vimeo.com/Jaron Wallace, or you can follow me on X or Instagram at Jazz Abramowitz.
Question of the day is, if you are going to die in a horror movie, it's either you get to pick of either how you would die, or would you die first or last, and why?
Yeah, I think I would choose to die first. And I don't really care how.
Yeah.
Hopefully quickly or peacefully. Maybe if I just die naturally in my sleep of causes, and then the rest of the
Guy
horror
in
movie
bed,
unfolds.
Bed number 2 in the hospital. While he just happens to die of a heart attack while the killer's killing the guy next to him.
Exactly. That's more my speed.
Yeah, that's great. I got that too. I would too. I don't want to be around for watching all my friends and family get slaughtered. Yeah.
Same
there. Well, thanks again for stopping by and taking the time, and thanks for your patience with me, and congratulations again on having your film in the film festival, House on Haunted Chill by Jazz. Hey everybody, it's Scott with Bloodline Media Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. Don't want to say it's Sunday, but it is, but we don't care. A full film festival day in front of me. I've got another creative filmmaker here, but this is Jerry S. Gonzalez. No,
Right on the dot. No, that you were perfect. That was great.
with the Spaghetti Man, and that's probably about as much as I'm going to get right because my short-term memory is so long. So congratulations for getting selected for the film festival. Love the film. Tell everybody about your film and about yourself.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, The Spaghetti Man follows Mari, who is a recently divorced mother, and her son as they move into a new apartment and they find a Spaghetti Man living in their home. And my name is Jerry S. Gonzalez. I'm from Chicago, writer-director, and I also build costumes and work with puppets.
Oh, that's great. I just thought, Mom, that's my friend, the Spaghetti Man. It's just, it plays in my head because it's on a trailer. You make props and stuff too, you said?
Yeah, build costumes, make props. My daytime job is I build mascot heads for sports teams.
Oh, wow. Anything that you're allowed to disclose that
No,
you made?
but,
stuff
for the NBA.
Yeah, stuff.
Right.
Can't say which one, but those things.
Right.
Could be all, could be none. Well, it's
Yeah,
definitely
other
not more,
corporate
yeah.
stuff, bigger
Yeah.
food companies. Yeah.
How long have you been in the business?
Too long.
Too long.
I think I graduated 2018 and just been making films since. I've been on big industry stuff, smaller indie stuff, and I think I've really found my niche with these smaller films.
Yeah.
I was doing consistent work on these bigger sets, and I just realized I just didn't like them very much, and it's not as cozy as these smaller indie sets that I get to run, where it just feels like I just get to make a movie with my friends. So that's why I picked up the mascot job, because that's a 9 to 5.
No, I get it, because you've got that where there's a group of people like-minded, have fun, have a passion, versus a crew of 100 stand over there, don't move. We don't want to hear your opinion on anything about how this may make it better. I can certainly appreciate that. That's good for you. Do you have any social media or any upcoming projects that you can share with us?
Sure. So currently just wrapped on another short film. It's called Hamster My Head. It's about a hamster that escapes a mad scientist lab in a human mech suit. It's a robot that looks human, but inside the head of this contraption is a tiny little hamster piloting tiny little levers, and now he's in our world, and he's trying to find love. Sent it off to my editor. He's looking at it now. Hopefully sometime next year. You'll be expected to see that, and hopefully at the next Spooky Empire.
That'd be a good place, yeah, absolutely.
And you can follow me at Jerry S. Gonz. That is JerrysGonz on Instagram.
Congratulations on having your film selected and then showcased here. Thanks for taking the time to speak with me and tolerating me without my buffer of my daughter, who keeps these things much more professional and streamlined. But look forward to seeing that, because I love that concept with the hamster and the thing with the guy.
It's wacky.
I like stuff like that.
Right. I've been very fortunate. The Spaghetti Man has been touring for about a year now, and it has opened many doors for me, and a lot of people have taken interest in wanting to work on these crazy projects with me. So we have a bigger budget, crazier stories. So I'm really excited to share that with Spooky or whoever wants to see it.
Thank you so much again for being here, and congratulations. Enjoy the rest of the film festival. Scott with Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. I just can't say enough about this festival every year, though I hate when it ends. We are final day, but we got plenty more to come today, plenty of time. With me, I've got Josh and Jose, and they have got a spooky magazine. Thanks for stopping by and sharing your stuff with us. Please tell everybody what you got going on here.
Sure. So Spooky is a new magazine in the vein of classics like Twilight Zone and Tales from the Crypt and Weird Tales, a throwback to older pulp magazines from the 50s and 60s, storytelling of that sort.
Yeah. So stories that are more plot-based, things that you would tell around a campfire that maybe have a snappy twist ending. So if you appreciate that kind of fiction, whether you've seen it in movies, TV shows, or the written word, this is the modern-day equivalent.
Yeah.
That's great, because when you were talking about it and you're mentioning Tales from the Crypt, I love that, and remember as a kid a couple things, and then of course bringing up Vincent Price,
Yes.
Which was great, and that was all. There's a lot to be said for the OG horror stuff. Nosferatu wasn't quite my flavor, but it was the original Dracula.
Right.
But I was more of a Bela Lugosi guy. But it was but that time frame, and then Vincent Price just dominated, the horror genre back in the day. He was in everything.
Oh, for sure. And so there's a whole lot of influence that we have, but this is modern stuff. So this is all stories written by present day authors, and we get stories submitted from authors from all over the world giving us stories for the magazine. It's really, really interesting to see the different directions that people take this kind of stuff. Each issue is packed with vintage artwork, as well as short fiction. And in the back, we've even got recommendations of classics that are often forgotten, that may have passed you by, that are extra stories if you like this kind of thing. TV shows, radio episodes, short stories, things that are also worth your time, worth checking out.
It's not like I want anyone to think that they're rereading something that's already been out before. No,
Right,
it's
and
fresh
that's-
horror that could have a similar vibe.
No, that's precisely right, though. And like Josh said, we've had authors that have used classic horror tropes as their starting point, but they've taken it in such interesting, diverse directions. We had a story about a group of boys who encounter a djinn inside a sewer, and it's one of the classic, be careful what you wish for type stories in the vein of The Monkey's Paw. We have what's ostensibly a ghost story, but it's told as if it's being related through a Reddit thread about a haunted board game in the same style as Atmosphere and Nightmare, like those VHS-based video games you might have played back in the 90s. So they just do such interesting things with these classic tropes, and it keeps it fresh, and it keeps it so exciting and interesting.
A vampire story where the heroine is a young immigrant girl. Just all kinds of really cool directions that people take these stories.
Yeah, they've surprised, entertained, and shocked us, and we think it would have the same effect on any potential readers as well.
No, that's fantastic. So I got two questions. One, obviously, we want social media to help get the word out for you guys. And then two, and if I'm a writer and I want to send you guys something and maybe it gets published, how do we do that?
So we actually have a website. It is spooky-magazine.com that has all of our pertinent information. We are actually, as of this filming, within an open call right now, which means that we are looking for short stories and haiku, if you're into poetry, from now until January 1st of 2025. And then on the website, there are instructions on how to send that material to us, but also guidelines for the type of content that we're looking for. Because as we have established, we're not a general horror fiction market. We are pretty niche in the types of things that we're looking for. We're looking to hit that mark as far as the vibes and the aesthetics are concerned. But again, taken in interesting directions.
Right. Like some more gentle type storytelling, nothing super gory, nothing super sexual, just kind of classic creepy vibes is what we're after.
Yeah. So if we say names like Robert Bloch, Richard Matheson, Charles Beaumont, you kind of get
Ray
what
Bradbury.
You get what we're thinking about.
Thank you for your patience, gentlemen. I'm super excited about this. This is great because I'm looking for some kind of new venue. And we were discussing about time of reading because I'd fallen away from that as I have gotten older because I don't want to. I want to have time to sit down and read a 5,000 or 500 to 1,000 page book like it.
And that's what drew us to wanting to do a venture like this, is because we've always been fans of the short story, because you can pack so much into it and then they're quick. And with the horror genre, the thing that I've always loved about it is that it has such variety in the various tropes and subgenres. So anthologies, collections, things like Spooky Magazine, they're a perfect sample plate of all the things that horror has to offer.
There's also something very special about print media specifically.
Yes.
We spend so much of our lives staring at screens, as you are right now. But there's something great about having an actual physical book or magazine in your hands and just opening it up, having a cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever, and enjoying some stories and letting yourself just get sucked into that world.
Because this is a print-only venture, we considered making it available via Kindle and things like that, but we decided that it would just be more in keeping with our goal for this to be something that you could hold in your hands and really savor.
Check them out. Social media is there. And thanks, guys, for stopping by and enjoy the rest of the convention. Much success to you guys.
Absolutely.
You as well.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you all.
Pleasure. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
Buddy, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. It's Sunday, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to focus on the fact that there's a full day in front of us. It's been a fantastic film festival, despite the fact of the pivot to the Orange County Convention Center. And the filmmakers and the films are important, but so are a lot of the sponsors that help make this happen. And that's what we have Corey and Elise with us right now. One of the sponsors that help make this whole thing happen, not Orange County, and with clippers, because I've got short-term memory, or look at the shirt. And ladies, thank you for being a sponsor, tolerating me. So tell us about what exactly Cutting Line Clippers. Production room. What do you do there?
Well, we primarily focus on making costumes. A lot of what we do is the theme parks. They are basically our bread and butter. We can't talk about anything we do for them.
Not specifically.
Just vague stuff you've probably seen our things.
If you've been in a theme park, you've seen our work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
But we also do soft goods, like for theaters. We do wardrobe services, costume design. We do things for theater, for film, mostly commercials, but in the Central Florida area. But
yeah, all kinds of skills, anything that has to do with something that needs to be sewn. And then, like she said, doing wardrobe for productions.
Very cool. And I'm definitely interested, is this what made you decide to become a sponsor? It's just a fan of Spooky, or just love the film festival?
I actually know And Films.
Oh, great.
I went to college with both Brendan and Will.
And I went to high school and college with Alea.
Oh, great.
So it ended up that we knew most of them. And they asked us to work on a project, and so we are going to be doing the project. But we also like independent art in Central Florida, because everything here is so much theme parks. And that's great. It supports a lot of independent artists, because that's how we all make our living.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have something that's not corporate.
Yeah.
So we're excited to be here, because
And as a small business, when we're helping small artists grow as we grow.
Yes, and we also are hoping to meet new filmmakers and possibly get to work with them. So it seemed like I guess, is the word kismet?
Sure.
Okay. If it's not, I didn't say that. It was
I said
her.
no brainer, but that's the guy's way of dumbing it down, because I
This
couldn't
is
come up with the right
Elise.
word. You
If
know?
anyone, if I've said anything dumb, that's Elise. People get us mistaken all the time. I tend to like macabre things a little bit too much, and it doesn't really sell super well, except here.
Yes. We fit in really well here.
This is a happy
Oh,
place.
the more you talk, the more I love the two of you. This is just, that's me. I'm not allowed to touch it.
Yeah, and so speaking of macabre things, one question we have been asking, all our interviewers, is if you were to die in a horror movie, how would you die? I'm not feeling too gory for you guys.
I would probably end up cutting my hand off with the electric saw.
Okay, so actually, yeah,
Well,
it's gory.
oh, wow. That's like,
So one of the tools that we use to mass cut layers of fabric when we're cutting, multiple of whatever we're making, is literally just like a miniature saw.
Oh, wow.
And within, I think, the course of a week,
Oh my God.
I was cutting a circle cut through the cable, the power cable. That was a little sparky funness. And then one of our other contractors who was working with us cut through the other cable
So
while cutting stuff.
We cut
So
cables,
anything,
not corners.
Wow.
if anything, that's probably how I would go.
And I also do props frequently for a local high school theater. And I would fall off a ladder for sure. That is how I would go at 3 a.m. in the theater where no one is there to rescue me. I would fall off that ladder while hanging spider webs from something, because that very nearly happened.
Oh my
And
gosh,
I was getting ready to. I was like, well, who do I text first? Corey, obviously. She'll miss me first.
Maybe.
Maybe. Why aren't you at work?
I'm dead.
so, ladies, thank you so much for being sponsors of the film festival and help supporting it, and coming and spending a little bit of time with us and sharing with us what you can without the NDAs or whatever that, but most importantly, for tolerating me and my bumbling self through this. But it's always fantastic to meet fellow creative people, regardless of what material they're working on, film, etc. Wow, see what they did there? I got such bad dad jokes. It's just all day. How she lets me live is way beyond me. But thank you again so much, ladies. We really, truly appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, is there I'm so sorry. Is there a way, if somebody wants to, is there social media or way to say, hey, we have a project that we would love these fantastic women who have a fantastic dynamic personality, because they also love you, they get a hold of you?
Well, we have an Instagram, which is at @cutting_line, and we almost never update it because of the NDAs.
Oh, yeah.
So we're very
Right.
sorry. So every now and then we can put things like we're going to post some spooky stuff.
Yep.
But,
Yes.
Oh, yes, and we also have a website, which is cuttinglineproductionroom.com, all one word. And that's where you can get in contact with us, although we are frequently busy, but we are hoping to expand into some other areas that aren't just theme parks.
Yeah.
So,
Well, congratulations on all your success.
Thank you.
And hope for more in the future for you guys.
well, thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, ladies,
It's
so
great
much.
to talk to you.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. It's just nonstop today. The flow of creative people, filmmakers, authors. Can't get enough sponsors even. Love talking to creative people. And one of the filmmakers that's featured today is Nicholas Horn, who has got a film, The What's Its Face, if I said that correct.
Yes.
So congratulations on
Thank
having
you.
your film selected. And we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. So,
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about your film and about yourself.
Yeah, so the film is sort of a family horror fantasy movie. It's about a troubled young couple that gets sent to a mysterious world where they meet a creature known as the What's Its Face. And it claims that if they don't rebind in their marriage, that they will be trapped in this other world forever. So it's a lot of fun. It's only 17 minutes, so it's really quick, but it's a fun watch, and we've been getting a lot of positive reception from it. So it's been going well.
Very cool, very cool. And I heard this is a student film, correct?
Correct,
Student
yes.
film?
So I recently graduated from Ringling College of Art and
Oh,
Design. So
Ringling.
it's my senior thesis film. And like I said, we've had a lot of people say that they've really enjoyed it. It was a really rigorous curriculum, but they really whipped us into shape. So
I've heard that about Ringling.
Oh my
I
gosh,
looked at
yeah.
going there.
So, you know, all the films in my year's lineup or my class's lineup turned out super, super good.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was only a huge honor and a privilege to just be a part of it and to have the What's Its Face as a part of that lineup.
Yeah,
So,
very cool.
yeah,
very
and then
cool.
of course here at Spooky Empire Film Festival
Yeah.
too. So
And is this your first spooky?
it actually is,
Oh,
yeah. So I
congratulations, yeah.
didn't even know about it until I was submitting What's His Face to Film Freeway, and then I saw this one and I was like, this looks awesome.
Yeah.
And it did not disappoint. So I mean, the entire venue for especially the filmmakers and the film festival has been wonderful to sit through. All the films that they've selected has been fantastic. All right, the entire student block alone was just godly. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's all super exciting stuff, and, you know, all the more exciting for the future and to see what else is on the horizon.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your first spooky and
Thank you.
your entry. Any social media you have for your
Yes, so
company or any?
my social media for the film is at thewhatsitsface.film, and then my professional social media page is at Nick Horn Film.
Very cool. And then we have one last closing question for
Okay.
you. So if you were in a horror movie, how would you die?
How would I? Well, you know, my favorite's probably Beetlejuice. So I'd probably have him like just, I don't know, smash me with the hammer and just turn me just flat into a pancake.
yeah,
so
okay.
something crazy like
Cool,
that
yeah.
is more my style. So yeah, no, but really
Yeah.
creative question. Thank you
Yeah,
for asking.
you're welcome, yeah.
So
No, that's great. First film festival out of the gate. You got picked here. Fantastic. Super
Thank
happy
you.
for you.
No,
Super proud.
thank you.
Take that energy, move forward, and just keep being creative.
I appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Appreciate you taking the time to speak
No.
with us and tolerate me and my babbling.
Oh my God, no,
stuff.
dude,
But-
you both are
but
awesome. So thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
interviewing me. This has been fantastic.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. It's just, I won't let it end. We still got some people that want to speak to us the day. I want to pause time. And we've got another filmmaker here that when we got to talking and I got on the same train with them, this is Justo, who made the film Deadtention. So congratulations. Tell the folks about your film and about yourself. And
So Detention, yes, Deadtention. It was very a random one. So the director is one of my friends, and I was working at a video game store. He comes in at nighttime. It's his birthday. He goes to buy a toy, and I'm like, I see something wrong with the box. Here's a price cut. And then eventually I hire him. We get to working. We're still friends. And he calls me one day. He's like, hey, do you have a lot of books? I'm like a lot of books? Like a library filled with books? He's like, yes. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to need them tomorrow. You want to be in a zombie film? I'm like, okay, great. Do you need help writing? He's like, yeah, we'll just wing it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be fantastic. So the premise of the film is that a girl opens up a book. It's enchanted with the spooky kind. So everybody starts corroding and changing, and they turn into zombies ultimately. So it's like a ghoulish zombie thing. No one needs to get bit; they just are.
Yeah.
And then it goes into action sequences of all the ladies fighting and breaking heads with fists and weapons and randomized.
Yeah,
And it's
this one was cool, yeah.
So basically, it was two parts. The one was filmed in March of this year, 2024, and then his rough edit was back in 2014.
Oh wow.
And he was just we were talking one day while working, and he was like, I have this zombie film and it's not done. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's hidden in the hard drive for like 7+ years. I'm like, well, let's do something. And it now has become a nice fake trailer for something that could be potentially more.
Yeah, very cool.
And there's even though it's only 3 minutes, there's still more, so you have to watch it.
Yeah.
A lot does happen.
And we were talking a little bit before, and you mentioned that you didn't actually see the final cut until it aired here in the festival. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't know. I chose that route because I've never been to Spooky Empire or a horror convention at all. Andy Films, who helped edit, allowed me to come as well. So thank you so much for them. And I just saved it. I was just like, I want to just watch it there with everybody else. I want to be a viewer with the viewers, I guess. And it was nice. I was a zombie and a college kid, and I helped a little bit here and there. We did choreography. You got to watch it. Stunts.
Yeah,
stunts and fighting.
Great stunts.
It's fun. It's fun. Everything was also improv. We only did things in like 2 or 3 takes. Nothing was like rehearsed or something like that. So it was all steady cam or hey, do this. Okay, let's do it again. If someone felt bad about something like a slip or a kick missing, it's like, well, it looks organic. We'll just keep it anyways.
Any social media do you have to promote the film?
So I'm also a reseller. I buy and resell things, especially like video games or things like that. Because of me wanting to be with my daughter as much as possible, creating that freedom to also do acting and stuff like that. But it's Jack the Hopeful Collector, easy, or just Jack the Hopeful. Super easy. Super easy.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then we have one last question for you. If you were to die in a horror movie, how would you die?
I've given this thought.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm a huge Power Ranger fan, thus also a lot of the Red 90s. So the Red Ranger was my favorite. I would say if let's say I was able to morph into a Power Ranger, that I couldn't take the suit off for a while, which is fine. You know, the thing gives me my own energy, but like it starts corroding and I like start melting with it and type of thing. And yeah, I just meld with the suit to the point that I'm no longer human.
So you kind of, become
So
one
it's
with
that
the suit.
childhood
Yeah.
love that also became a crazy demise. Because head cut off, probably not going to feel that. It's going to suck at first, you know.
Yeah.
Things, you know, like saw traps do suck. They're going to hurt, but I know the end is coming, you know. But that lifelong, you loved this, didn't you? Now you'll go with it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Very
That's
creative.
fantastic.
Very
That's
creative.
I want to know your guys, actually. That's, because that's, you know.
Wow. Maybe last, so I could try to inflict as much pain in the killer as possible if he was taking out my family members, because I don't want to be the first out. I want to make sure that he gets some. I give something back.
Yes.
If I can't be the last man, I'm gonna.
Don't we all?
Yes. And then at that point, I'd want it to be kind of quick. I mean, it's quick and last, so I can inflict pain on the killer.
Yeah.
I feel like mine would
that's
be
definitely-
mine would be stupid. It would be me like tripping and like falling off a pier into a lake and then like drowning and dying. Like it would be kind of like a campy death of like just
The comical death.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Well, yeah, which I get is fine. It's like that, and then meanwhile, that's in the background, and in the foreground, the killer's just torturing somebody to death, like your old man over here, and it's like, But yeah, no, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That works. That works.
Cool.
Well, Justo, thanks for taking the time
Appreciate it.
to
Thank you
speak
guys so
with us
much.
today and give us time talking to me. And congratulations on the film. Loved the film, by the way. If you folks have not seen it, you need to see it. Can they find it online?
We will pop it off on YouTube, yeah.
Good.
Okay,
Because
great.
it's not even out at all, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
I got to watch it because we were on the committee of Pick It, so I've seen it, but it's great. It's definitely when it's available, social medias, watch the film. It's funny.
And thank you for everybody, because it was a lot of films. I know that they were watching since February, 3 or 4 hours every week. So there was so many great films that came across. You know, we were even surprised that we even got a 3-minute, even just to be in it. So I appreciate Spooky and you guys, especially, and you and everything.
No,
Thank you guys.
Collectively, we loved it, so it was great.
Yeah, it was
fantastic.
great, yeah.
I thought
Good
it was
people.
fantastic. Yeah. Thanks so much, man. Take care.
you.
Enjoy the rest of the festival. Hey, everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire 2024, wrapping up the film festival. And this is kind of a surprise for us because normally we kind of wrap pre-award show, but we held out a little bit longer and we were able to get this gentleman walk by. I threw something at him to trip him up without breaking his award because I said, "You won the award for this fantastic film." So his name is Bacon. He is the writer, producer, and director of the film The Child, which the actress had won for Best Actor. And I'm going to shut up right now because it's not about me. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And tell some folks about your film, the success today, and all that.
Well, to tell about the film is a little bit, I don't explain too much, but basically it's about a pregnant woman who has a problem with her child and is in a very dark situation. And she go to a doctor, ask for help. That's the plot.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything else. I'll keep my...
Especially that's that short. I mean...
Right, no, and I'm the last page first guy, so I get to say nothing around here about films. We edited it out, and I get kicked out of the room. So, but we did watch it because we were
I
part
love
of the
this
committee.
one.
It was
I loved it.
fantastic.
I did.
And I'm not going to say what I would say because it would give too much away. It was a great movie. So at this point, I know it's a lot of times when films are in the circuit festival search situation, getting it out beyond this, is there a way that people are going to be able to see this going forward?
Well, of course, because for me, an award is fantastic and it's always nice. But the real award, the thing why we make movie is the audience. I love having feedback, negative or positive feedback, so long they are fair. Let's say like that.
Absolutely.
Fair feedback. So after the festival route that we've been doing, around May it will end, I think, because we're waiting still for some answers of some festivals.
Gotcha.
It will be around May or June that we put it online for everybody.
Oh, great,
Yeah,
great.
because we want everybody to show our talent, and then hopefully that, I don't say a fan base, but people will be excited for our next projects coming up in the future.
No, that's fantastic. And speaking of, are you working on anything? You can even give us a hint. I mean, I'm sure people always are as directors, right? I know this is your baby right now. Pardon the pun.
It's called The Child.
But I was going to say, pardon the pun, because I've got bad dad jokes all day. Fall right into them. This is obviously the focus, and much success on this going forward. But I'm sure we're going to see more from you.
Well, yeah. For the moment, I have several screenplays. Sorry for my language, by the way.
Oh, you're great.
And we're gonna, how can I explain that? We're gonna make one of them. One of them is short, and the other is a feature one.
Oh,
okay.
wow,
All of them are in the same atmosphere or the same in the same world as the child.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because also when you see the movie, it's very vague, the story. You feel there's something behind, like there's lore.
Yes.
But we keep that for features.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So safe to say this may be almost like a prequel, potentially?
No, like a story on the side.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's not like a franchising thing. It's no story on the side, but
yeah,
I see.
same universe.
I see all the characters in the same universe that they before met or stuff like that. If I think very big.
Yes. Yeah.
But also, like there's a story I wrote. I really want to make it, and it's called The Field.
Okay.
The Field, and. It's about a farmer who, how can I explain that? There's always kids playing on his field, and he has enough of it, and he decided to do something to scare the kids away, but it ends. It doesn't end. It starts his journey then to something too dark that he's not supposed to be discovered. Oh. Let's say like that.
Oh, that's intriguing. So I'll be looking for that, and the creative mind love it. Dark, and yet sometimes movies tend to play their hand too quickly, where you know what's coming, And I always love the slow burn, I guess, is a phrase for
I love
it,
that
where
too.
You got it just builds with the tension, and you know what's coming, and then when it's even like, oh, it wasn't what you thought, and it's something else, that's even better. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's the thing I
fantastic.
really try to do.
Yeah. That's great, because too many horror films, and I love gore and everything else, that's what they rely on without much of a story. It's how many body count we can get. But the psychological ones, I think, are always the best, because they kind of sit with you. So, and I love this, so I'm not going to say anything about it. Just look for the child when it becomes available sometime next summer, hopefully.
Yeah, spring, summer.
Spring, summer.
We'll see with the festivals.
And if you have festivals coming in that, in their way or out there.
Well, I'm very sorry to say that for the moment, Spooky Empire is our last festival.
Gotcha.
Also, London Unrestricted Horror View is today. I still don't know if I get an award there. I'm nominated for 6 awards, and I don't know. I don't know how to know.
Big day for you today.
Yeah, so yeah.
It could be a great day. It was a great day so far, and it could be even better. Yeah.
I know in November, if you're in Costa Rica, you can go to Hysteria and watch there. And in South Africa is also this week, and also in another Greece, also in Autonomy of Crime and Horror Festival. It's called in Greece. So if you're there by any chance, but maybe we get some other American ones. We're waiting still for some answers. So I hope for the audience.
Absolutely. I mean, it was well received here. So hopefully, please, folks, if you're if you're contemplating or in consideration of, and you're absolutely. I mean, it's we're the premier one in Florida here, biggest, best, and brightest in Florida for film festivals here. So it's a fantastic film, and I'm looking forward to. I keep thinking about. I'm sorry, my mind moves too quickly. That's why my daughter usually slaps me around and keeps me in place, because I'm thinking about how good this was, but how good the field's going to be. So I'm already intrigued. I'm like this and that, and
we have other stuff to do, but the field is, let's say, a little bit my dream thing. I've also another idea for an Exorcist film, but this one is a little bit difficult to do.
It just keeps getting better. So you just need to social medias that people can
yeah.
follow you on a global level.
To be honest, like I have social media, but I'm very bad with it. Like I don't update it a lot. I have my profile pic I change very my profile picture. So you can follow me like my name. Just put my name, Bacon Van Bosch, on social media, and if you want to be sure it's me, you see a lot of pictures of the child where it's selected.
Gotcha.
Of the poster or a still photo of the movie. Well, then you're good. That's me. You can always follow me, and you can ask any question. Also, if you're a filmmaker and you want tips and advice, I give that for free. Like
great.
Yeah, no. For me, we need to work together to make a better. To make better movies for the future.
If you were in a horror movie, how would you die? Putting you on the spot here.
Oh my God. Well, I want to die like that people will remember me.
Oh, okay.
For sure.
So
Not like the gunshot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like if I was in horror, like that an eldritch entity took me over. That's
good. Yeah.
Like, or I get mad, or maybe not die worse. Like I'm in a same asylum and repeating phrases of the Necronomicon or something like that.
Yeah.
That will be maybe better than dying.
Mine. This is fantastic. I'm super excited to see anything you have between now the field and anything else. I love the film. Congratulations again on being accepted into the film, presented, nominated, and the winner of Best Actress for The Child, and writer, director, and screenwriter. Fantastic film. Look for that. We'll post his social someplace so you guys can just keep an eye on when he does something else, and we'll keep you updated. Thank you so much again, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Hey everybody, I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Review, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. It's wrapping up, award ceremony, but the creators are still here. We've got a filmmaker here that was in the film festival. It's Thomas, and he had the film Unrest in Peace.
Yes.
Which, see, they all say the words along with me, hoping I'm on the train going in the same direction. So congratulations on making it into the film festival. And
thank you so much.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Thomas Chang. I'm a filmmaker based in Los Angeles. So I traveled all the way here to attend this amazing festival.
That's great.
And my film, Unrest in Peace, it's about a young woman who just moved in with her new boyfriend, only to find out that his house is haunted by the ghost of his ex.
That's right. I remember this one.
Yeah.
I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's great. You get so many fantastic films, and we get to watch them all. Sometimes they blend together, but when people start rehashing the synopsis, it's fantastic. You've been in the film industry a long time.
A couple of years now. I wouldn't say a long time, but a couple of years now.
And first time at Spooky?
First time, yes. This is my first time here at Spooky. I would say this is much more. I think this has a little more excitement to it, just because it's part of a convention, and not just because of that, but because we have you guys have such a wide variety of films.
Right.
Like I've been to other festivals where selection is smaller, and you can kind of tell that they kind of tend to they like a certain type of film, one that is maybe has a certain level of production quality standard they look for.
Right.
Whereas this one, it's like you're giving opportunities for even filmmakers that maybe didn't have a ton of money to work with to really get exposure for their films, which I really appreciate it. So
Yeah.
That's great. A lot of student films from the thesis. Go ahead, hon.
Oh no, I was gonna say thank you for recognizing that, because I know I'm part of the screening committee as well, and we really take into account for that. We want these stories to be told. Maybe some people don't have the big box office budgets, right? But it really does come down to just telling a great story. So we appreciate you recognizing that as well. Yeah.
Do you have any social media that we can share with the folks?
I do have an Instagram. It's TJIANG10. It's a little bit harder for most people to find, but there it is. So.
Anything currently in the works?
I do have a film called Nightwalker that's currently in the works. It's about a middle-aged priest who's dealing with an unknown affliction.
Oh, wow.
So without giving away too much, that's sort of vague.
And then, so for our closing question, if you were in a horror movie, how would you die?
It would have to be probably a brutal one. I don't want it to just you get stabbed and that's it.
Yeah.
I'd probably maybe get my head crushed by Jason or something.
Oh gosh.
I'd go for
Because
that.
that's slow, painful, yeah.
Because that'd be people that's shockingly gory. People will remember it. Like I just don't want just a poof and that's it. So.
That seems like it's been the general consensus today. Is just a memorable death, at least.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody just wants to be remembered. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, fantastic, and thank you for hanging out with us late tonight after the
problem.
convention and taking time to speak with us and tolerating my quirkiness as
it was my pleasure.
we went through this. And congratulations again on
Thank you
this,
so
your
much.
success, and we are definitely looking forward to seeing you again next year.
If we get it done by next year, I'll definitely submit. But if not, maybe 2026.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we'll be here. Fantastic.
Great.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Looking forward to seeing you again.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you. I'm Scott.
And I'm Kendra.
With Bloodline Media and Guru Reviews, Spooky Empire Film Festival 2024. Now, this is the video I hate making anytime or anywhere, but especially here. End of the day. Festival's over.
Quick weekend for sure.
It always does. We say this every single time. Friday, we're like, here it is. We're here. It's a lot in front of us. Super excited, and we blink. And then it's Sunday night, and we're wrapping this up, and just... It goes by so quickly. It's just insane. But fantastic weekend.
Yeah, fantastic weekend. This film festival this year has been great. The submissions were amazing, from all over the world. And just the quality of the submissions this year was just
insane.
Definitely the bar was raised this year.
Every
Very
year.
competitive.
Yeah, it seems to
us
be more and more videos submitted. And then the quality each year, just the bar gets set higher and higher. It's very difficult to make decisions with time restraints on, because we love everybody's film to be in, and it's hard. But yes, we spoke to so many people that were I can't believe we're in it. It's like, you did great work. It's tough. So this is one of the best places to put it in. Get on the Film Freeway. You'll find this if you're a young filmmaker or old like my person is, get your creativity out there and submit it. Definitely wanted to, as always, thank ANU Films, Alea, Brendan, and Will, and Nathaniel, and the entire film festival committee and team. But for the two of them, for bringing us into their family several years ago and allowing us to be part of this magical event. Because I say magical, or spooky event. There we go, more appropriate. Yeah.
And they definitely have such a great event that ANU Films has put together here. Gets better every year. They definitely were able to adapt so great with everything with the hurricane and everything. And they just, they've kept it going, and kept it rolling, and got everybody out and in the panels watching all the films, and so definitely kudos to them.
So we are definitely looking forward to next year. Can't get here soon enough, and Blink and I will be.
Yeah, I
back
believe
here
we
in
do have the dates already for 2025. Those
Yes.
have been posted, so we
Yep.
can put
Somewhere here.
little image here. Yep.
Thank you all of our subscribers again. Thank you, NU Films, Leigh and Brendan, Nathaniel, Will, and thank you to Petey and Gina for Spooky Empire. And so we are looking forward to seeing all of you next year, and hopefully you've got a film submitted and it makes it in here and we can talk to you. So on that note, we want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. Please like, subscribe,
Comment below,
and share with your friends.
until next time, stay weird. Bye, Spooky.
Spooky.